First thing my father-in-law did after his company went public was tell my wife to dump me. Divorce him! I'll set you up with someone rich. A broke professor? He's not good enough for you. I must have been crazy to let you marry him. I just smiled. He really had no clue. Last year, when his business was drowning in $30 million of debt, I was the mystery buyer who quietly bought up every single note. If I hadn't stepped in, he'd be on the streets right now. On my phone, there was a voice message from my friend Chloe. I didn't bother playing it. The preview told me everything I needed to know. The front door clicked open. My wife, Scarlett, was home. She kicked off her heels, looking completely wiped out. When she saw me, all I got was a tired, She used to come home all excited, full of stories. Now, nothing but cold silence. Here, have some tea. I poured her a cup. She glanced at it and frowned. Again? I told you I don't like it sweet. My hand froze midair, the cup suddenly feeling heavy. This used to be her favorite. She didn't look at me again, just walked into the bedroom and slammed the door. That bang left the whole house dead quiet. At dinner, we sat across from each other without saying a word. She picked at her food for a bit, then put down her fork. Alex, we need to talk. I looked up at her. I don't think this is working anymore. She wouldn't meet my eyes. We're just going in different directions. My dad's company is back on its feet now. Doing better than ever, actually. And you're still just a college professor, barely making anything. I set down my fork. Said nothing. She finally looked me in the eye. Alex, let's take a break. We both need some space. A break? I looked at her determined face and couldn't help but laugh. Fine. That one word caught her completely off guard. She froze, like she wasn't expecting me to agree so easily. I got up and started clearing the dishes, same as always. Scarlett, I said, my back to her, voice flat, don't regret this. The next day, I went to work like normal. During lunch, Professor Miller was going on about how crazy the housing market was. Alex, you've got it easy. Single, no kids, no stress. He patted my shoulder. Not like us family guys. The pressure's no joke. I smiled but didn't say anything. To everyone here, I was just Alex Reed. Regular background, steady job, married a pretty wife whose family had just gone broke. The classic nice guy who took on someone else's problems. My phone buzzed. A text from Scarlett. Saturday night, dinner at my parents'. Cold. Demanding. I replied, okay. The ambush was set. Saturday came. I showed up at Richard Hayes' mansion carrying a couple bottles of expensive wine. The place used to be so quiet. Now it was packed with people. Richard, my father-in-law, was dressed to the nines, schmoozing with business partners, full of confidence. When he saw me, his smile disappeared. He looked at me like I was something stuck to his shoe. Oh, you're here. Find yourself a seat. He waved toward the most out-of-the-way corner. In the main seating area, some guy I didn't know was sitting there, designer everything, Patek Philippe watch catching the light. And Scarlett was right next to him, smiling and chatting like they'd known each other forever. I'd never seen her like that before, like she belonged to a different world. Alex. My mother-in-law, Eleanor, handed me a glass of water, her voice distant. This is Eric Sterling. His father's a big deal. Just got back from overseas, very accomplished. I nodded and looked at Eric. He was sizing me up too, like I was some cheap knockoff. So, this is Scarlett's husband, Alex Reed, right? He dragged out the words, smirking. Teaching at a college? Wow, that must be really something. He said really something, but his eyes screamed, pathetic. Scarlett looked